I just remember this being in my nightmares after seeing it once, giving me a fear I didn't know I had. It does keep you up at night, keep you up at night, keep you up at night. Hello everybody, my name's Isaiah, but you probably know me as Wendigoon. Today, I'm setting down for a very special Halloween-themed exploration through my YouTube watch history. So this is my YouTube watch history for the past few weeks. All right, well, let's see what we find. Let's see. So this video, excellent, is by Wang. The dude makes great content, but this video specifically, coordinates to a buried body found at a thrift store.
The truth is under, and underneath it says, the body lies at, and there's a series of coordinates.
It's exactly what it says. This guy was at a thrift store, found random coordinates, decided to end up posting to the internet, and supposedly came across a dead body. Wang covers these internet mysteries that, again, are things I didn't even know existed until the dude makes a video about them. There's a lot of topics I won't cover just because, you know, my parents watch my videos. I don't want to go full bore with some of the grisly, disturbing stuff, but Wang has no apprehension about that. He talks about some of the grossest stories I have ever heard, and I love them. They're great.
Your channel is named after a local cryptid creature, right? Could you tell us about that?
Yes, yeah. So my channel is called Wendigoon, which is a combination of the words Wendigo and goon. The Wendigo is a creature from Native American folklore, specifically the Algonquin tribe. It is, in their lore, a creature that develops when someone commits an act of cannibalism. That if anyone gives in to this inclination, this demonic spirit or dark spirit will possess them. Something that's always interested me about the Wendigo, as a lot of the settlers came in, the stories began to change about it. It went from this kind of spirit of the woods to like this monster, this thing that needed to be hunted down. It's something that's very personal to me, but it's also the way that the legend of the Wendigo itself has adapted and changed throughout time, and the way I want to look at stories because of it. Perfect, immediately. Frederick Knudsen with Down the Rabbit Hole. This is his video about Austrian wine poisoning. Frederick Knudsen honestly makes me jealous. It's just a description of wine from Austria and how it works. And you're like, who cares? And then you skip forward in the video a little bit.
11 adults all shared bottles of Predikatswein. By the next day, each of them was feeling nauseated and dizzy.
By the end of it, you're like, wow, I'm so interested in the Austrian wine trade, something that 10 minutes ago I had never even heard of. That's what makes me jealous, the ability to do that to an audience. YouTube is sending me on a scavenger hunt through my watch history, and I'll have 15 seconds to find a video that matches the prompt. Craziest Halloween costume on YouTube. All right, yeah. Okay, come on, load. Hold on, no, I bet it'll come up. It's here somewhere. Yes, I found it. Ha ha ha, I win. The title's just called Four-Legged Stilt Costumes Handmade. It's some kind of thing that has, against my better wishes, caught on. Like after this video happened, more people started doing it, and I hate it. I can't stand creatures, monsters, whatever, that move with like uncanny, like broken movements. It keeps me up at night, in a good way. I mean, that horror is supposed to be horrible, so to that effect, I hate it. Nice job.
I am going to ask you to look at it again.
Oh no. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. I don't like it. Like the mask and the way it moves and stuff like that. No aspect. Can I stop looking at it now? I've never gone to that level on a costume. Most of the costumes I've done are always very low bar. Like not that impressive. The scariest video you've watched. I know which one. Hold on. Okay, it doesn't count if the internet's slow. No. I found it. No, the internet doesn't count. We're good. I found it. It would be the My House walkthrough. At the time I saw it, I almost thought that I had dreamt it. It's such a strange video. The original video is in Japanese, and from the subtitles we can see that it's an individual walking through an abandoned, rundown house. Each time he walks through the house, it seems to be that there is a kind of looping going on, like some kind of time loop. He'll walk through the house again and he'll describe the same things over, but the house is more decrepit. Like if you skip to further, everything's covered in like this red growth now, and it looks like something's eating the walls almost. But the narrator doesn't seem to notice. He's still describing the same things that he was before. He's still walking through them, but the house is getting worse. I think the thing that interests me so much about being scared, or like, scary media in general, is that art exists to elicit emotion. And there are few emotions you can get across as powerful as fear. Like, you can make someone happy, sure. You can make someone sad. Those are pretty easy ones. But to really make someone afraid, that's something rare. That's something hard to get across. The Stalker Shadow of the Zone film, thanks to you all, we were able to crowdfund and get going, is in post-production now. And in the creation of that, I used a lot of things that I've seen from stories I found on YouTube.
Oh, we lost lights. Just give it a second.
Cool. So I'm going to pull a topic out of here, and then we're going to see where it goes. Got it. Okay. All right, hold on. What we got here? True crime. Excellent. True crime. This is a fun one. All right. JCS. Son spends $275,000 of dad's money on virtual girlfriend. Yes, not his virtual money. It was real money.
Grant Amato was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
JCS is a channel that I'm enamored with, as are a lot of other people. They've climbed the subscriber ranks faster than I think any other channel I've seen on the platform, and rightfully so. JCS takes interrogations that have happened in criminal cases, most often murder cases, and dissects them from a psychology point of view. For example, a person may simply shift their weight or cross their arms or hold themselves in such a way that you wouldn't think anything of it, but then as JCS points out, they have some strategy going on, or perhaps this is some exhibition of stress or what have you. And another detail I like about JCS is the way they're able to give respect to a lot of the victims or a lot of these cases. And it's something that I ask myself a lot, like, how do I be respectful while also talking about a sensitive issue? A lot of times I'll need to set with a video topic for a while, think about it. For example, I recently made a video about the Yuba County Five. 4 of them were eventually found dead, and 1 of them is still a missing persons to this day. And it has been the historic record for some time that the one who disappeared was the perpetrator. And I came to the conclusion with myself that I don't think he did it. I sat with myself a while before I recorded that video and thought, like, is this the interpretation I want to give out? I want to say about half a dozen video topics that I have got all the way to like ready to record, and then I stop myself because I get to that last stage and I'm like, I can't talk about this, maybe I don't know the way to talk about it. And channels like JCS do a great job of that, and are certainly something to aspire towards in that situation. With that out of the way, I guess we can move on to something else. YouTube has taken 4 videos from my watch history, and I have to rank them from the least to most likely to give me nightmares. Let's see what we got. I watched 4 disturbing movies and only 1 didn't suck. From my boy, Mr. Gigi.
If the disturbing aspect of this movie is supposed to be the quality, then it's spot on.
What he's really good at is making scary things digestible, making them not scary, which is what I do, I think, or at least what people tell me I do at the same time. I do not mean this as a slight, love you, my man, but I'm gonna have to say number 4. Fear of Cold. This is Fear of Cold by Jacob Geller.
True phregophobia or cryophobia, fear of the cold, isn't a common one.
I've never considered the fear of cold, but it is a very real thing that a lot of people experience, and as he talks about in his video, have perished from. And that is fearful, that's impactful. I would put it as 1, but I don't know what else is coming on the list, so it's hard to rank. I'm gonna put it at 2. I need to save the 1 spot. It scared me, but it didn't like terrify me. Oh. Well, good. I'm glad that I picked that one. Man, if I would have said 1 and then saw that, yeah, okay, cool. It's the My House walkthrough, which we talked about earlier as the video that scared me so bad as a young child that I thought it was a nightmare. That's number 1. It has to be. So, The Vanishing of David Lewis. This is by Nexpo, again, one of my boys. Ryan's a great guy.
Karen and Lauren would arrive back at the home to discover David nowhere to be found.
The Vanishing of David Lewis is regarding a missing persons case that I believe was back in the 80s, maybe the early 90s. Like, he was a normal guy, had a family or whatnot, and then he was seen like 100 miles away hitchhiking on the side of the road for no reason, and then after that he's just gone. So what happened in between? Why did he go from one to the other? And it's those details that I like so much about these stories. Looking at these rankings, I'm very happy with it, because fourth we have Mr. Gigi taking these very disturbing, scary things, making them not scary. We have a disappearance case, something that your mind can kind of wander with the grisly details of, and Expo also explains it in such a scary manner. Then we have Jacob Geller giving me a fear I didn't know I had about the cold and the horrors that humanity's faced because of it. And then at number one, we have a video that I thought I hallucinated for several years. So I think that's a pretty solid list. So if you're looking for nightmares this Halloween season, then pick any you want out of this list at your discretion, of course. It's fascinating to me to go through these videos. You know, I only started doing YouTube a few years ago. And whenever I started, there were a lot of people who were like, oh, well, you know, ship sailed on that. And I would watch like several of the videos I've talked about today and be like, I want to be a YouTuber. I have stories to tell. I want to get those across. I think a lot of people want to know why they're afraid of something, right? And things like that interest me so much, to understand why I'm afraid of the things that I'm afraid of. And as a storyteller, manipulate those to my advantage.